This the foolishness that I go through, y'all. Being a dark-skinned Black woman, always getting compared to looking like a man. This is why life has been so difficult for me. This is why life has been so hard, because I've not only been attacked due to racism, but I've been attacked based off of how I look. I've been attacked doggone near my whole life based off of how I look. Okay, it just is what it is, you know. And a lot of y'all get mad when I say stuff like, I don't like being Black. You know, y'all have a problem with me for saying I don't like being Black. But look at how a dark-skinned Black woman gets treated. And don't come on here telling me about these other dark-skinned chicks and how I don't want to hear all of that. I don't want to hear all of that, because y'all are confused and y'all are full of it. You know, on one end, y'all want to sit up here and deny that I'm going through this, and want to sit up here and tell me about what other dark-skinned chicks you know and she did. I don't want to hear all that. But then they be turning around claiming they got a dark-skinned story. So y'all lying across the board. Y'all been lying. Y'all been stealing. You understand what I'm saying? You'll sit there and say, oh, you're not going through this because I know this dark-skinned woman that's married and she ain't going through this. But then that same dark-skinned woman you talk about, she'll conjure up a fake dark-skinned story. So make up your mind. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm just sick of everybody BS. Like, I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of people stealing from me. I'm tired of being discriminated against for being dark skinned. I'm tired of being Black, like I said. I'm tired of being dark skinned. I'm tired of all of it. And I don't think I'm gonna be on here long, because I'm actually tired of talking. I'm actually tired of talking. I really am. So this is the post right here, because y'all think I be making stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. Why would I sit there and spend my time and energy making things up? Who does that? Y'all really think I got time to be doing all of that? I have a life, a real life outside of YouTube, a real one. So, I mean, I don't understand why anybody would think that I would make this up. Before I keep going, my name is Rashida Strober, because I got to get my introduction out, because people are always stealing from me. They're always stealing from my intellectual property. So, you know, they've been stealing from me for years now online. I am the reason all of them are talking about colorism and dark skin. I'm the original dark skin activist. The reason colorism is even being discussed on reality TV. They're all stealing from me as well, whether they know it or not. I started dark skin activism in 1998. It's the first platform in history to fight for an end to colorism and darkism. Dark skin activism consists of me writing plays and books about only dark skin. And I did this before. I'm trying not to cuss, but in Lupita, I don't want to hear nothing about no Lupita. I don't care about her book. She's a bandwagon jumper. Do not come sending me nothing about her. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, we're gonna get that clear. I don't care, because I know people have stolen from me. They're fake. They didn't care about dark skin until I made it pop. And because they're celebrities with larger platforms, they're stealing and they're getting credit for something that they didn't create. So do not come to me telling me about no Lupita. I don't like her and I don't respect her. I don't care. Are we clear? I don't care. I don't care about Amara La Negra using my storylines on reality TV when she never talked about no colorism and no dark skin. I don't care about no reality TV stars talking about colorism. I don't care. They're all stealing. Are we clear? Before I continue, are we clear? I'm not going to continue until I know that we're clear, because I'm tired of being exploited by everybody who didn't care about, no, they didn't defend me. You think if these dark-skinned chicks cared, they would have came out and defended me. They didn't do that. They called out my name in 2015 when dark skin activism blew up because I talked about Kendrick Lamar and colorism, which nobody was talking about except for Cola Booth. None of them defended me. They got views off my name and they monetized off my name. And then these heifers on YouTube that never talked about colorism, after they figured out it was a topic that I brought to the internet, they stole. I don't care about none of them. And everything I'm saying, I tell it to your face. Listen, I don't backtrack. This is real. This ain't reality TV. This is real. All right, I'm the creator. I'm the designer. I'm not gonna say, I don't care who's mad about me saying it. I don't care. You're going to be mad forever because I'm going to say it to the day I die. I don't care. I have nothing to lose. Okay? I ain't got nothing to lose. Y'all already done stole and ripped off. So I might as well speak my truth. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to stop me from continuing to speak on what I created. What I created. We're going to get that clear. Moving right along. So I had to get that off my chest. Now I got to get back to the light-skinned black man, because there it is right there. I cannot make this stuff up. The light-skinned black man that sat there, and you have donated and all, but you are throwing darkism at me. You are. This is what they do. This is an example of what they do. Let me scroll up. I'm gonna show y'all what the post is. Okay, this is my post. Because there have been people that have been lying, talk about, oh, you don't got no master's degree. You jealous ass. Ooh, I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to cuss y'all out tonight, but I might go there. Anyway, I had to go get my transcript from USF, and I posted the last page, which clearly shows, which any dumbass with common sense can call the school and find out on their own. I mean, I really don't care. I already know what I got. But I posted, this is what I posted. I posted this on Facebook, right? This is me and my page on Facebook showing my master's degree transcript. This is the last page of it. I don't know if you can see that like clear from here. And so I don't know what this post got to do with me looking like a male champion Pokemon player. I don't know. I'm trying to understand what the hell. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I want to say good evening to DDMC. Thank you. I want to say also, I see I got the faith factor on here. You said good evening, Rashida, and chat, don't let the haters get to you. I know ignorance like this exists. Oh, yes. Yes. This is what I've been talking about for years. This is why dark skin activism started, because I've been picked on and called ugly and called saying I look like a man. That's the thing. Dark skinned women get accused of looking like men. That's going to be my next live. Dark skinned women get accused of looking like men. Look at what you're doing. I can't make this up. It's right there. Y'all can argue and be mad, because some people are mad about me talking about this. I don't know what you're mad for. It's right here in your face. This has been going on in the black community. This is why I don't like being black. I don't like being black. I don't like being black. I don't like being dark skinned. I do not like being a black person. If you're offended, good. I don't care. I can feel this way if I want to. I don't like it. One reason is because dark-skinned women get accused. I'm typing that into the chat. Accused. We always get accused by default of looking like, hold on. Amen. That's going to be the title of my next live, because this is what y'all do. I try not to cuss, but I do feel like I want to cuss somebody out. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I want to cuss somebody out. I feel in my spirit that that's what I want to do. And I'm really trying my best not to do that tonight. I'm trying. It's not easy. I'm very angry here. I'm very angry. I'm very enraged. We always get accused of not being feminine. This is sickening. This is what dark-skinned girls got to contend with. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is what we have to go through. This is what we have to grow up and contend with. This is what I've been going through for years. Minding my business. I'm up here with a post about my master's degree. I'm going to share the screen again. I'm up here with a post about my master's degree. Okay. And you up here, this is the post. This is a post that has nothing to do. I don't even got a picture up here. I don't even have a picture. I don't have a picture of myself. I got DMX, may he rest in peace, as, you know, one of my profile pictures. So how do we come to the conclusion? As you can see right here, you are also a champion Pokemon player. This is what this person said. You are also a champion Pokemon player. He's basically calling me a man because he believes I bear a resemblance to this person that is a champion Pokemon player. But you're supposed to be a supporter. You're supposed to be a supporter of mine. You're not a supporter. You're not a real supporter because you're basically trying to defeminize me. You're trying to deny me of my femininity by calling me, by saying that I look like a man. That's just because this man has glasses on like how I wear. And just because the nose might be, why that can't be my brother? Okay. I bet you ain't going to call him the dark-skinned activist. I bet you wouldn't flip it. Okay. This person is clearly calling me a man because it says, I don't know if y'all can read that. This is not, I'm not making this up. It's right here on my Facebook page. You can go on my Facebook page and see it. I don't got to lie about nothing I say. The caption says, you are also a champion Pokemon player. Okay. This is on a post, as you can see, where I am posting the transcript from my master's degree. Okay. And this person proceeds to, without a picture of me, there's no picture of me up here, but you proceed to go on and say that you called me a man. You're basically calling me a man. This is what you're doing. This is why I don't like being black. I don't see the point. I no longer see the point. What's the best skin bleaching cream that I could use? What is the best skin bleaching cream? What is the best skin bleaching cream? Hold on. What is the best skin bleaching cream? I'm typing that into Google right now. What's the best skin bleaching cream? And if anybody on here got any recommendations, let me know. Let me know. Okay. Let me know if anybody on here has any recommendations for the best skin bleaching cream. Let me know, because apparently in order for me to walk and live in my femininity, I can't be dark skinned, else I'm compared to a man. I look like a man. That's basically what you're saying. This looks like it might be good right here. Look at this. Let's go to that picture. That look like it might be good. That look like they got some good results. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Them some good results right there. Permanent lightening fluid for full body lightening, whitening, and bleaching. Very potent. Okay, $137. Wow. I mean, I'm feeling like this is what I need to do. I don't like being black because all black people do is put black people down, and black men put black, dark skinned black women down. This man has told me point blank that I look like a man, and y'all could say whatever y'all want, but at the end of the day, it's right there. It's right here on my page. Let me remind you, this is on a post that I made with no picture, just a picture of, not a picture of myself, only a picture of my transcript from the University of South Florida. But I'm still the victim of darkism because this person, light-skinned person, proceeded to tell me that you are also a champion Pokemon player, and then placed the champion Pokemon player's picture there. Okay. A dark-skinned man with glasses. Okay. You are saying that I look like a dark-skinned man with glasses. That is what you are saying. You are calling me a man. This is darkism. I literally hate being black. I hate being dark-skinned. I believe in anti-natalism. Okay. I literally hate being black. For a dark-skinned black woman, there is no benefits in being black. I mean, yeah, we got the tokens. Token Lupita, who was also a bandwagon jumper, pretending to have dark-skinned struggles because you saw social media make it pop because of me. Because of me. I said because of me. Token. You got token dark skin. I got a book called Token Dark Girl. By the way, y'all get my book. There's the book. Where the book at? Where the book at? Right there. Token Dark Girl. You're nothing but a token. And I'm not inspired by you. You didn't start no colorism, dark skin, nothing. Y'all full of shit. All y'all celebrities copied me. Fuck all of y'all. I don't care about none of y'all. My cash app is $Rashidalala. I'm really pissed off right now. My cash app is $Rashidalala. $Rashidalala. That's all I could do is put my cash app in. I don't care about being black no more. I don't give a damn about it. The black people don't care about me. I don't fucking care. Y'all, black people, all black men do is talk crazy and call me ugly. And this black man right here, where you at again? Let me go back on my Facebook. I can't make this stuff up. This man called me a man. He didn't say, oh, well, that looks like that he could be your brother. That would have been more of an acceptable comment. That would have been an acceptable comment if he would have said, he looks like he could be your brother. He didn't say that. He flat out called me a man. Look at the comment. The comment says, you, meaning Rashida, he's talking to me, are also a champion Pokemon player, and proceeds to place a picture of a dark-skinned man wearing glasses with a Pokemon outfit on playing Pokemon. Modus apparatus, that's how it was. I can't make the stuff up. Modus apparatus says, so you teach people about information technology, the IT girl of the moment? Oh, no. Oh, you're talking about my book. Let me get back to my book. Token Dark Girl, the dark girl of the moment. So in this book, I analyze dark-skinned token women in popular culture. And I'm the first to do it. I'm the first to do this. I have to say that all the time about me being the first, because all they do is watch me and steal from me and rip me off and give other dark-skinned women credit for what I actually created. That's why I don't give a fuck about them. But I'll write about the bitch. I'll do that. I don't fucking care about you like that, because you're not genuine and authentic and you are stealing. But I still wrote about her in my book because this is what I do. I've been doing this and I'm not going to stop because motherfuckers stealing from me. Want to be me. You're not the dark skinned activist. You didn't create this. I don't give a fuck if you're purple black. I don't care. Okay. Well, modus apparatus, I'm not a happy person like that. I know you say chuckle a bit. I'm not happy. I don't laugh a lot. I don't laugh a lot. I'm not happy. In fact, I'm a fucking miserable person. I'm a very unhappy person. See, that's the thing. They go around telling you, and I'm not throwing shade at you. I'm just giving it to y'all real. People want you to be happy. They don't want you to have emotions because that makes people uncomfortable. But I gotta be me. I'm not happy. My life is fucked up as a dark-skinned person. It's miserable. From the day I was born. That's why I believe in anti-natalism. I believe, going back to DMX, may he rest in peace. DMX. He called out a scripture in his y'all, in one of the videos I seen, where he read a scripture in Ecclesiastes. I think it's Ecclesiastes 4:5. I think I'm gonna go on my Facebook, and I'm gonna find it so I can tell y'all exactly where it's at, and I'm gonna read it. And the scripture basically co-signed anti-natalism. I'm not even making this up. It co-signs anti-natalism, and I'm gonna go find it right now because I posted it on my page, and I'm going to go find it. And now they're gonna start posting all these pictures of I made a post just on Facebook, said dark-skinned women always get accused of looking like a man. Now people they always post pictures to try to prove me wrong. Y'all are full of it. Y'all are full of it. I'm sorry, but y'all are full of it. I'm sorry, but y'all are full of it. Anyway, let me go find that scripture. I put it on my page. Here it is. Rest in peace, DMX. They had his memorial today. It was beautiful. It's Ecclesiastes 4. I'm going to read it. It says, again, I looked and saw all the oppression that was taking place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they have no comforter. Power was on their side. Power was on the side of their oppressors. And I declared that the dead who had already died are happier than the living who are still alive. True. Facts. But better than both is the one who has never been born, who has not seen the evil. That says it all for me about why anti-natalism is the way to go. Because had I not been born or existed, then this would not be happening to me right now. I wouldn't know or understand or experience being robbed of and ripped off of my womanhood for being dark skinned. I wouldn't know the pain and suffering that causes had I not been born. So I'm an anti-natalist. Yeah, I'm an anti-natalist, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. So those of you that don't know what anti-natalism is, it is basically the belief that, human beings take a break on procreation, quit creating human suffering. My mama has created human suffering because I got to suffer for being dark skinned and be attacked and, be accused of being manly, because that's what he's doing right here. He's calling me a man. It's insane. It's insane. Prove it, Dr. BBC. Prove it. Where the link at? Prove it. Put the link in. Gatorman, thank you. Oh, Gatorman, I want to tell you, thank you for your donation. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I want everybody to know that makes contributions to me how much I appreciate y'all. This is painful for me. When I see stuff like this, I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, get over it. Y'all quick to tell me to get over it. But you ain't You ain't been through what I've been through. Any woman that walks in her femininity, having somebody attack you and say, "Oh, you look like a man," they're calling you a man and stuff, you're gonna feel bad. That makes me feel bad. It does. I don't feel good right now. I'm just sharing it with y'all. I've been going through this in silence for years, literally for years. Okay, for years. And it's been making me feel bad. And for years, like I literally feel horrible about it. Okay, please do and email it to me. Or, my email is go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and you'll see my information. Darkskinactivist.com. Darkskinactivist.com. You know, I'll just drop the email in there as well. I've been going through this ever since I was a little girl. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. That's why, again, the anti-natalism, to have not existed at all is to not know darkism. To have not existed at all is to not know pain and suffering that darkism creates. To have not existed at all is to not know the pain and suffering of people attacking your femininity, your own black men, because this is a black man that's doing that, a light skinned one at that, attacking your femininity because you're dark skinned, seeing you as less than a woman, comparing you to a man. Just because this man has on glasses and is dark skinned like me, you're gonna sit there and say that I'm him, instead of saying is that your brother? You could have said we was brothers. I would have took that, but you didn't do that. You basically called me a man. You basically called me a man. That's what you did. And it's craziness. I'm really tired of it. It's draining. Y'all, it's like it's really draining to have to go through this. You go through it in real life before there was social media. And then you hop on social media and you gotta go on your page about a post that don't even got your picture up there. It has nothing to do with me putting my picture there and smiling or whatever. I got plenty of pictures up there of myself, but this one didn't have a picture of me. It had, a paper document of something that I was doing, of my degree. But that's not enough. You still have to attack my femininity, and it's because I'm dark skinned. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. I bet you if I was light skinned, you wouldn't be saying that. I bet you if I was light skinned, you wouldn't be putting up a picture of a dude saying that I was that dude. I'll put money on it. You would not do that. But because I'm dark skinned is associated with masculinity, masculine characteristics, which is the most ignorant thing in the world, because God created human beings of both genders, male, female, with dark skin. But there's male and female that are light skinned, male and female that are white skinned. Why is it that the dark skinned woman is the only one that's always getting accused of looking like a man because she's dark skinned? Like, y'all, I don't like being black. I don't like being dark skinned. I don't like being a part of this race. I wish I could change it, honestly, because I see no point. It's filled with misery, attacks. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing good about it. What benefit? And y'all can sit up here and holler about, thank you, Gator Man. I appreciate that. I do. Y'all can sit up here and holler about, oh, your melanin this. They be pretending all this. Oh, your melanin rocks. All that bullshit lies that black people will tell you about melanin. They don't mean that. It's not directed towards dark-skinned women. All that your melanin is popping and you look good. That is not directed towards dark-skinned women. That is directed towards, there's a brother on my page that told the truth. I got to find his comment. I'm going to make a whole live about what he said. He told the truth that dark-skinned men have privilege that dark-skinned women don't. He said that. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I got to go back and find that video where you said that. I'm going to make a video for you about that. I'm going to make a video for you about that. Okay? Thank you, Perry Sherrod. I appreciate the cash out. Dark skin, that brother said, dark skinned men have privilege that dark skinned women do not. We are at the bottom. So you want me to believe this is so good to be black with dark skin for as a woman. You want me to believe that the black of the berry, the protagonist. I read this when people started stealing from me, but it's on my channel somewhere, where I read the black of the berry, some of it. I did a live reading of it. The protagonist, Emma Lou. The crime. I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing right now. Her crime was being dark skinned. That was her crime. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. That was her crime. Her crime was that she was born dark skinned. She didn't do nothing else wrong. All she did was be born Wallace Thurman. Wallace Thurman. Wallace Thurman, y'all. Y'all know who Wallace Thurman is. He was ahead of his time. If I was going to give anybody credit for dark skin activism, it would be Wallace Thurman, because his whole book was about darkism. He didn't call it that. I created the name darkism, but I give credit to where it's due. Wallace Thurman's whole book was about darkism. He wrote about a dark-skinned girl that was being, I'm trying not to fucking yell because I'm so angry as I'm sitting up here talking. I'm so angry at the way that dark-skinned women are treated. I'm so angry at how I've been mistreated. I'm like literally fucking floored and pissed off. But I'm trying to keep it at bay. I'm trying. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to fucking keep it. I'm very triggered, Percy Shara. Oh, I'm very triggered. I'm very triggered. There's Wallace Thurman right there. That's Wallace Thurman. That's Wallace Thurman. He wrote the book, The Blacker the Berry. His whole book was about Emma Lou. And you bums, y'all will sit up here and watch my videos and copy me, but every last one of y'all, you ain't start to talk about the dark skin. You ain't relate darkism and colorism to Wallace Thurman. I did. Bum ass motherfuckers copying. I'm mad about a lot of stuff. Anyway, this is Wallace Thurman right here. This is Wallace Thurman. He wrote a book called The Blacker the Berry. And the entire book, I've read that book about 4 or 5 times. The entire book is about a dark-skinned girl going through darkism. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Okay? That's what it's about. And I'm trying to just understand, y'all want me to sit up here and believe that there's some benefit. Y'all are full of SHIT. Y'all are full of it. Okay? Y'all are full of it. You are full of it. The Black community wants you to believe that they love everyone equally. That's a lie. That's why I don't want to be Black. Where is the skin lightening cream? There it is right there. I don't want to be Black because we're in denial. We're all lying. Hold on one second, y'all. I don't want to be Black. Like I said, y'all, I said, you know, Black people want everybody to believe we're all kumbaya. We are not all kumbaya. We're not kumbaya because dark-skinned people, dark-skinned females, particularly dark-skinned, I've been saying this from the inception of dark-skinned activism created in 1998. That it is the dark-skinned female that bears the fucking brunt of darkism. And I don't gotta argue with none of you motherfuckers about that. You better leave me alone. Take that shit somewhere else because I'm trying not to curse. I really am trying, but I am like very mad, very triggered. I'm super triggered because we be lying. It's not kumbaya. It's not kumbaya. I had a brother the other day that told me about his 12-year-old daughter. He told me this. He said that she believes that she's better than dark-skinned females because she's light-skinned. Tell me that darkism isn't alive and well, and that she will not go out. She doesn't want to go out into the sun to get darker. Okay, I don't know why y'all up here lying to people, trying to make it seem like we all treated equally. I don't want to be dark-skinned. I don't want to be black, and I wish that my mom knew about anti-natalism. Let me say it again. And I hope people are offended. I don't care. I don't want to be black. You can't make me want to be black. You can be mad about me saying it all day. I don't want to be dark skinned. You can be pissed off about me saying this all. I don't care. It doesn't matter what you think. I can say what I want to say. I can feel how I want to feel. You can't tell me how to feel. You can't tell me that I should be happy to be dark skinned and black when I'm being mistreated. You can have your opinion. I don't care. I got mine too. I do not care. It's the dirty little secret in the black community. It is the dirty little secret in the black community. It is. And then people get mad when you speak on it. They be mad. They be pissed off because they don't want nobody to know what they've been doing. They don't want nobody to know what they've been doing to dark-skinned people. Coda or Mercer said, I'm a dark-skinned man. I've never been treated better than a dark-skinned woman. Okay, well, that's your perception. Sun-grown, Tracombe, cooking and traveling said, Rashida, stop crying and projecting this victim mentality. Your personality is what turns people off, not your looks. You. That's all I got to say to that. You. Okay. Whatever. Moving right along. Oh, I could just yawn to that one because that's darkism denial. Darkism denial. That's what you in. You in darkism denial. I could just move right along because I'm used to hearing that. I'm used to people blaming me, blaming the victim. That's what they do. Dark-skinned woman gets called ugly, minding her business. She walking alone, minding her business. And for no reason out the blue, somebody pop up and call you ugly and black and say you look like a man and you ain't did nothing. And then you get blamed for it. Typical. Again, another reason why I don't like being black. I don't like being dark-skinned. I don't like being a dark-skinned black female. If you're offended, I don't care. Good. You can't make me like being black. Okay? You can't make me like being black. Urban Decay says, are you accepting donations? Absolutely, I am. Absolutely. Of course I am. My Cash App. Please don't donate to the super chat. Please don't donate because YouTube takes too long to give up the money. Like they take a long time. Please go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $Rashidalala. Once again, my Cash App is $Rashidalala. I'm putting it all up in the chat. Please, so yes, please make a contribution. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Um, I don't like being black, y'all, because the way I get treated. I am very triggered. I'm very upset. My feelings are actually hurt. Y'all, y'all think dark-skinned women are supposed to be tougher than leather. Yes, that's what people got that perception. You can't even have feelings. You know, I can't be called manly and ugly and compare it to a man. And let me go back to the post that triggered all this tonight. Y'all think I don't got no feelings. Y'all, I hurt. I have feelings. I have feelings. Let me show you the post that triggered this, that angered me and enraged me. I'm very upset. Like I might not sound like it, but I'm kind of on the verge of tears here. I am. I know I don't sound like I'm crying, but I know I'm trying to articulate to you my emotions that I'm feeling right now. That's why I'm doing this live. It's really for me. It's really my own therapy to just kind of talk it out. That's really what this is about. That's why I don't care about what people think. I don't give a fuck. This is about me and how I feel. You're not going to suppress me. You're not going to bully me into being quiet and saying you're jealous and you're a big. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm gonna say exactly how I feel. I'm very hurt and upset. This hurts my feelings. This is an attack on my femininity as a woman, and I'm hurt by it. Okay, I'm hurt by it. I'm very hurt. Like I'm super duper fucking hurt right now. More than my tone expresses. If you could look inside my heart and my head, you would see I'm bleeding. It's like an open wound. And I'm doing the best I can to like articulate it, which is kind of difficult to do. But this is the post. I put up a post. This is what happens. Dark-skinned women, you minding your business, you're not bothering nobody. And a bitch come along and call you a man and ugly. I'm minding my business, putting up a post about my master's degree. All I did was throw up a part of my transcript. You know, I went to the University of South Florida Friday. I had to get a copy of my transcript. And, you know, people attacked me. They said, you don't have a master's degree. And here's the transcript right here. And, you know, I put it there, and some light-skinned man, he comes on here and says to me, you are also a champion Pokemon player, which is this man right here. He called me a man. You called me a man. You called me a man. You attacked my femininity just because this dude is dark-skinned with glasses on, with a nose similar to mine. You couldn't say, is this your brother? You said I was him. You called me a fucking man. You know, and I'm very bothered by it. I'm hurt. I used to feel embarrassed by black men attacking me and calling me ugly. You know, I used to feel embarrassed by it, even though it wasn't my own fault. But now I'm not embarrassed by it because this is what they try to do. They try to shame me, and I didn't cause it. I'm not the problem. Now it's more so hurt. And now I have to, like, when I talk about this stuff and get it off my chest rather than just holding it in, I feel a little bit better, but I'm very enraged right now. I'm very angered and triggered and enraged. I am. Okay. I'm very enraged because he didn't have to do all of that. And I don't care if this person, he has made donations to me. I don't care if you donated. That doesn't give you a right to, you know, thinking that you're going to attack me. And I'm going to accept it just because you gave a donation. You know, you're not going to exploit me for money. You're not going to do that. You know, and it's just really sad, man. I'm very upset. Like I said, my voice does not reflect what is going on inside. There's a word ineffable where you sometimes you can't put into words what it is you're feeling. You can talk all day and all night, but you can't put it into. I'm triggered from my childhood. I'm very triggered. I'm very traumatized. Stuff like this traumatizes me. Yeah, the guy, there's a resemblance, but why couldn't you say, is that your brother? You know, why couldn't you say, is that your cousin? He didn't say that. He called me him. It's right there. I'm just so tired of it. I've just had enough of being black and dark skin on this earth. I've had enough of it. I'm like fucking through with it. If there was a way that I can undark skin myself and unblack myself, and I'm not necessarily saying I want to be light skin or white. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying if I could undo it, maybe become purple, or I don't know, pink. If I could undo it to get some peace, you know, because the thing is, having dark skin for a dark skinned woman, you are a walking target. It's like Wallace Thurman said. Wallace Thurman said it. Wallace Thurman said, Emma Lou, her crime was being dark skinned. That was the crime. That was the crime. She didn't do nothing but be born. I think her mom was light skinned, and her mama didn't like her because she was light skinned. Because she was dark skinned. Let me see if I can find that. I'm gonna go. Sometimes you type stuff into Google and it'll come up. Her crime was being dark skinned. That was the crime, y'all. That was the crime, and I'm just so tired of it. Like, I'm so fucking drained. I'm so drained. I just don't have no damn words. Like, ooh, I don't have no words. Wallace Thurman was way ahead. He wrote this book back in 1929, man. Give me a second. I respect Wallace Thurman. Fuck the y'all thieving ass trying not because I'm so mad about people stealing from me. I'm so literally enraged about it. But Wallace Thurman came before me. I respect his work. I pulled it up. This is an excerpt from the book, The Black of the Berry. Looks like someone, a scholar, did some type of further interpretation of the work. So the blacker the berry, gender, skin tone, self-esteem, and self-efficacy, which is very important. Let's see. This is Maxine S. Thompson, North Carolina State University. Verna Keith, shout out to Verna Keith, who's done a lot of work on colorism. Let's read over this. It says, using data from the National Survey of Black Americans, this study examines the way in which gender socially constructs the importance of skin tone for evaluations of self-worth and self-competence. Okay, skin tone has negative effects on both self-esteem and self-efficacy, but operates in different domains of the self for men and for women. This is what I didn't need a study to know that. Been telling y'all this all along. But anyway, skin color is an important predictor of self-esteem for Black women, but not Black men. I just said this. And color predicts self-efficacy for Black men, but not Black women. This pattern conforms to traditional gendered expectations of masculinity and femininity. Moreover, there are conditions of success that allow women to escape the effects of colorism, the impact of skin tone on, I call it darkism. We're going to use my coined word, darkism, but I respect they study. I respect the scholars. I don't care about these people on YouTube because you bitches are nothing but thieves. And I literally hate all of y'all. Anyway, moving right along. Moreover, there are conditions of success that allow women to escape the effects of colorism. The impact of skin tone and self-esteem was much weaker for women from higher social classes. Those who had lower self-esteem scores were dark-skinned women from working classes and dark-skinned women who were judged unattractive. So let's read an excerpt from Wallace Thurman's The Blacker the Berry. She should have been a boy, then color of skin wouldn't have mattered so much. For wasn't her mother always saying that a black boy could get along, but that a black girl would never know anything but sorrow and disappointment? But she wasn't a boy. She was a girl. And color did matter. Mattered so much that she would rather have missed receiving her high school diploma than have to sit, as she now sat, the only odd and conspicuous figure on the auditorium platform of the Boise High School. Get a diploma? What did it mean to her? College, perhaps a job, perhaps again. She was going to have a high school diploma, but it would mean nothing to her whatsoever. This is Wallace Thurman. This is from Wallace Thurman's book, The Blacker the Berry. Way before his time. That little excerpt I just read. And you know, I'm sick. I'm sick and I know it. I'm sick. I'm sick because of this society. I am sick because of the way the society has treated me as a dark-skinned black woman, and I've been screaming it from day one. You know, I'm sick because of the way that black men have treated me. And you know, it's true when they talk about, when they speak on dark-skinned women from working classes, are they have lower self-esteem. That's true. Because as you climb the social ladder, the more social prestige you obtain and the more money you obtain, that can compensate for your dark skin. And I'm not saying that Oprah Winfrey has lower self-esteem, but she's a prime example of a dark-skinned woman from, that's a part of the upper class that's wealthy. And I don't think Oprah Winfrey has any issues with her dark skin. But again, token dark girl, and I have people in this chat that's blaming me. They're blaming me for my own victimization. WAWG Kennels. He says, shout out to you, Rashida. Thank you. Miss Bad Solil. Yeah, I do. Absolutely. I don't see how a dark-skinned person that's honest with themselves can live in this society and not be. They're probably embarrassed of it, and so they don't speak on it, or they're just lying. I'm not a liar. I'm here to tell you the truth because I don't care. I don't have anything to lose. I don't care about people judging me. I don't care. People's opinions of me, it doesn't matter when it comes down to me speaking my truth. I don't care about none of that. I mean, people try to intimidate me all the time by saying that I'm jealous of this person or I'm the problem. They try to say all kinds of stuff to get me from talking. They want me to shut up about talking about my darkism, oppression. Well, I thank God for Wallace Thurman, because Wallace Thurman, he wrote The Blacker the Berry in 1929. 1929. This man was so far ahead of his time. And, he told this story of what dark-skinned females go through his protagonist, Emma Lou. And how, there was one part of the book where she was being used by her light-skinned boyfriend. Yep. Y'all better go read The Black of the Berry. She was being used by her light-skinned boyfriend. I believe she had met him in Harlem. I believe it's been a while since I read the book, but I might come on here. I might come on here and do a reading. Anybody want me to come on here? Who wants me to come on here and do a reading of The Black of the Berry? Just if you want me to come do a reading of, just type yes in the chat box to give me a sense of, because this book is of monumental importance. I mean, it came before my book Darkism, The Black of the Berry. If you want me to do a live reading of this book, please type yes in the chat, and I might think about coming on and just doing a reading. And so that this Emmylou, man, listen, I'm not the type of person that shows my emotions by crying. It's very rare. But when I read this book, I like literally boohoo cried. I was like literally depressed for days after reading this book. It's very heavy because it's so honest and true and so real. And people, we live in a world with a bunch of liars and fakers. But this man told the truth. She was used by her light-skinned boyfriend. She was. I see some people in here. I see a lot of yeses in here. Code of a Murder says, Rashida, I love your courage to speak on this, even though I disagree. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're not going to always agree. Book of Rhyme says yes. Urban Decay says yes. Adele Brown says yes. Modus Apparatus says yes. Miss Bad Salil says yes. William Hall. Well, thank you. Even though I don't think I'm. Thank you. No Hands McGee says, is that beep gonna be in the background when you read? Yes, that signature beep, beep. You got it. Dr. BBC says, Rashida, please get in touch with this Florida lawyer named Jay White. He will help you out, sis. Thank you. Sun-grown Trickamone Cooking and Traveling says, listen to those trolls, Rashida. You do not need to read that. I've already read it live. I told y'all I've been a dark skin activist. It's on one of my other channels. I read it live and people was coming for me then. But I think I need to revisit it because y'all need to understand the importance of this book, The Black of the Berry. And I just feel so bad for Emmylou and what she went through. And I remember she finally realized that she had to go her own way and live her own life for herself and let go of this boyfriend she had, and she got tired of being used. She was dark-skinned women be getting used because they prey on you because they think you got low self-esteem and they use you. I'm not making this up. This is what happened in the book. It's been a while since I read it, but I think that I am shouting you out. I shouted you out several times. WAWG Kennels. You said I've been defending you, sis. Why don't I get a shout out? I actually did. I did earlier when I was reading through your comments. So once again, for the record, shout out to WAWG Kennels. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. I do. Yeah, it's just depressing. The Black of the Berry. This is the book, Wallace Thurman, and they changed the covers over the years. This is the one I have. I have the one with this cover. They've changed the cover over the years, but this book is monumental. The book is epic. Let me see if it's on Amazon, because sometimes Amazon will let you read some of the books, some of the book, The Black of the Berry. A look inside. There we go. Let's see what we got up here. Let's see how far we can read now. It's a very good book. It's actually one of the best books I've ever read in my life. Seriously, it is. Written by Wallace Thurman. First published in 1929. Alva, that was his name. That was her light-skinned boyfriend name. Yep. Alva. Mm-hmm. Ooh, child. Alva was something else. Let's see. Part 1. More acutely than ever before, Emma Lou began to feel that her luscious black complexion was somewhat of a liability, and that her marked color variation from the other people in her environment was a decided curse. Not that she minded being black, being a Negro necessitated having a colored skin, but she did mind being too black. She couldn't understand why such should be the case, couldn't comprehend the cruelty of the natal attenders who had allowed her to be dipped, as it were, in indigo ink when there were so many more pleasing colors on nature's palette. Now, see, guys, I could break some of this stuff down. I'm going into my professor. I'm going into Professor Strober. For those of you that don't know, I used to teach political science at the college level for a couple of years. My master's is in political science. So I often would read text and break them down and lecture and debate. That first part is loaded. It goes back into this argument. That's why I said Wallace Thurman was actually before his time. I can apply the concept of anti-natalism, meaning to not be born, to not come into existence. If you paid attention to what I just read, the portion about the cruelty of the natal attenders, she's talking about her parents that gave birth to her. Natal. You know what? We understand what natal means, right? Does everybody understand what the word natal means? Does everybody understand the definition of natal? It's relating to birth. It's about birth. Okay? If you're anti-natal, you're anti-birth. Now, listen, sometimes you'll read something and you'll get a new understanding. And immediately when I saw this line that said, couldn't comprehend the cruelty of the natal attenders meaning the mom and dad who caused her to come into the world. Okay, that's how it happens. Your parents come together and they give birth. That's what natal means. That's what she's referring to. The mom and the dad. Their cruelty. That's the anti-natalist argument right there. Somebody asked me earlier, what is anti-natalism? Well, there it is, manifest. There you have it. This ain't planned or scripted, y'all. I go off of what I feel. There's a prime example right there. I think Emma Lou, and maybe even Wallace Thurman, without realizing it, I think he probably had some sentiments there of anti-natalism. Just from reading this. It's obvious to me. It's very obvious. And that's painful to read. I feel it. I feel exactly what Wallace Thurman is saying about Emma Lou. Couldn't comprehend the cruelty. Notice the word used, cruelty. It is cruel. It is cruel that she was born. That's basically what he's saying. It's cruel that I was born dark skinned. That's what that is in a nutshell. I mean, that's my interpretation of it. Everybody got their own interpretation, but this is mine. Wallace Thurman is basically telling us that this young woman, Emma Lou, believes that it was a cruel thing that her mother and father got together and gave birth to a dark skinned person. Absolutely clear to me. And I understand that because I feel the same exact way. It's cruel. It's cruel. It's actually, to me, inhumane. I'm going to go further and say it is inhumane. Yep, I said it. You don't like it? You know what to do. I don't care. It's inhumane. She couldn't understand why such should be the case, couldn't comprehend the cruelty of the natal attenders who had allowed her to be dipped, as it were, in indigo ink when there were so many more pleasing colors on nature's palettes. That's powerful right there. That is profound. Biologically, it wasn't necessary either. Her mother was quite fair. Remember I told y'all her mama was light skinned? There we go. Fair, when a black person is referred to as fair, they mean they're light skinned. So was her mother's mother and her mother's brother and her mother's brother's son. But then none of them had had a black man for a father. Why had her mother married a black man? Surely there had been some eligible brown-skinned men around. She didn't particularly desire to have a high yeller father, but for her sake, certainly some more happy medium could have been found. She wasn't the only person who regretted her darkness either. It was an acquired family characteristic, this moaning and grieving over the color of her skin. Everything possible had been done to alleviate the unhappy condition. Every suggested agent had been employed, but her skin, despite bleachings, scourgings, and powderings, had remained black, fast black, as nature had planned and effected. She should have been a boy. Then color of her skin wouldn't have mattered so much. For wasn't her mother always saying that a black boy could get along, but that a black girl would never know anything but sorrow and disappointment? I said sorrow and disappointment, but she wasn't a boy. She was a girl. And color did matter. It mattered so much that she would rather have missed receiving her high school diploma than have to sit as she now sat, the only odd, conspicuous figure on the auditorium platform of the Boise High School. Why had she allowed them to place her in the center of the front row? And why had they insisted upon her dressing entirely in white, so that surrounded as she was by similarly attired, pale-faced fellow graduates, she resembled not at all remotely that comic picture her Uncle Joe had hung in his bedroom. The picture wherein the black, kinky head of a little red-lipped pickaninny lay like a fly in a pan of milk amid a white expanse of bedclothes. But of course, she couldn't have worn blue or black when the call was for the wearing of white, even if white was not complementary to her complexion. She would have been odd looking anyway, no matter what she wore. And she would have also been conspicuous, for not only was she the only dark-skinned person on the platform, she also the only Negro pupil in the entire school, and had been for the past 4 years. Well, thank goodness the principal would soon be through with his monotonous farewell address, and she and the other members of her class would advance to the platform center as their names were called, and received the documents which would signify their unconditional release from public school. And as she thought of these things, Emmylou glanced at those who sat to the right and to the left of her. She envied their obvious elation, yet felt a strange sense of superiority because of her immunity for the moment from an ephemeral mob emotion. Get a diploma? What did it mean to her? College, perhaps. A job, perhaps again. She was going to have a high school diploma, but it would mean nothing to her whatsoever. The tragedy of her life was that she was too black. I said the tragedy of her life was that she was too black. I said the tragedy of her life was that she was too black. I'm going to say it again. The tragedy of her life was that she was too black. And this is why I love you, Wallace Thurman. This is why I adore you, Wallace Thurman, because you articulated the struggle through this book, The Blacker the Berry. This is why I adore Wallace Thurman. This is why you the father. Now watch these bum bitches on YouTube. You bums watch me and you mock me and you copy me, but you're not the fucking dark-skinned activist. They'll be copying me on my commentary on Wallace Thurman. This comes from my heart and soul and my own interpretation. I don't watch other people's videos. I'm authentic. This is how I feel. This is why I love Wallace Thurman. That line alone right there is legendary in my book. The tragedy of her life was that she was too black. The tragedy of her life was that she was too black. Let me finish reading. Her face, and not a slender roll of ribbon-bound parchment, was to be her future identification tag in society. Ouch. Wallace Thurman is completely brilliant for writing this. High school diploma indeed. What she needed was an efficient bleaching agent, a magic cream that would remove this unwelcome black mask from her face and make her more like her fellow men. That's Wallace Thurman is the bomb. I'm back. I'm here. The power and emotion. In those few paragraphs that I just read, it speaks to almost every emotion that I've ever felt as a dark-skinned woman. And it speaks to the fact that education, all the education in the world, cannot shield a dark-skinned woman from darkism. As Wallace Thurman was alluding to, the fact in the book that for dark-skinned women, even if you get education, here they are talking about her graduation, getting a high school diploma, going out into society. But none of that was going to help. None of that was more important than her being dark-skinned. And that's why I'm so upset tonight, because if you go back to the post that I made, just to refresh the memory of some people that have been on here for a while, and to let some people know that have just joined, this whole post was triggered off of a Facebook post I made where I posted the transcript of my master's degree. And just as Emmylou, she's getting her high school diploma, but her education didn't matter as much as her dark skin. Same thing here. What Wallace Thurman said is proven on this fucking Facebook post. That's why I'm so angry. Exactly what Wallace Thurman wrote back in 1929 regarding Emmylou, a dark-skinned Emmylou getting a high school diploma, but that not having no impact on the fact that her being dark-skinned would be the mark against her for the rest of her life. My post proves that. I posted my transcript of my master's degree from the University of South Florida, and look at the fucking post that came up on my page from a Black man who, on a post about my master's degree, proceeds to call me a fucking man because I'm dark-skinned with glasses, and supposedly this man looks like me. So that is all. Thank y'all for listening. Have a good evening. And if you feel so inclined, please make sure you go to my Cash App and make a contribution. The Cash App is $Rashidalala. Once again, $Rashidalala. The Cash App is in the chat, and it can also be found in the description to all of my videos on YouTube, and in the comment section to all of my videos on YouTube. And it can also be found at my website, darkskinactivist.com. Have a good evening.